First step is, hey, read the question. So when I read the question, it says, hey, what is the distance around the edge of the circular swimming pool? Everybody, when in doubt, draw it out. When in doubt, ask yourself, can I imagine what's going on? Can I imagine this situation? Can I imagine what I'm being asked to find? Can I point to it in my head? Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like, everybody. If I have a circular swimming pool, let's just go ahead and imagine my perfect drawing abilities and drawing a perfect circle, right? And once we have this perfect circle, let's zoom in on it. And again, this is going to be our swimming pool. So let's go ahead and write pool here. We got water. All right. Cool, sounds good. And then, right, thank you. And so from there, I'm taking a look at this, and what do they ask me to find again, everybody? Can you give me, I'm not going to show the question again, but who remembers, what was I asked to find again about this circular swimming pool? What was I asked to find? Was it the area? Did it specifically say area? Can you give me the English words that they told me? What were the English words that they told me? Distance, Kaya, Zara, distance, but what did they say after distance? What did they say? Melissa, thank you. I'm glad you got the link, Melissa. But yeah, the distance around the pool. Before we continue, just want to take a quick moment to thank you for watching this video. And all I ask is that you please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That way more people just like you can see these videos. But on top of that, if you're looking for more ways to practice the right way and raise your score with guidance without stressing, then I really wholly 100% recommend my ASVAB All-Access Program. The program, long story short, helps you watch, practice, and master every topic, from the word knowledge to paragraph comprehension, arithmetic reasoning, math knowledge, general science. It's there and it's designed to help you succeed with practicing the right way. So, with that said, check out the link in the description to see how it all works, because you're going to have ways to learn in every way that you prefer. And you get my guidance and my support all the way until you pass. So don't hesitate. Stop feeling nervous and being anxious and letting yourself feel that way when there's a solution waiting right here for you. Check out the link in the description. That way you see how it works. And then reach out to me if you have any questions about it. Let's get back to raising our scores. The distance around the pool. Everybody, does that sound like area to you? I see a lot of y'all said area. When you're looking at the distance around an object, does that sound like area to you? No, it doesn't. Nope. What is that going to be, everybody? In regular context, when it comes to sided shapes like triangles, rectangles, pentagons, etc., if we say the distance around, we're talking about what P word, everybody? If we're talking about any other shape other than a circle, we're talking about what? The distance around a triangle or a perimeter, right? But when it comes to talking about perimeter of a circle, we don't exactly call it perimeter. We actually end up calling it circumference. And the only reason that circles have a special word for it is because circles don't have sides. It's a circle. It's edgeless. It's just a curve, an endless curve. And so that's why we technically had to give it a different name. The circumference and perimeter, same idea. The distance around a shape, circumference goes for circles, perimeter goes for shapes that have sides. Yes or no before I move on? Is that acceptable to you before we move on? Cool. Sounds good. Again, circumference and perimeter, same thing. For all intents and purposes here, circumference is the perimeter. And now, here's the thing. The moment, so I'm going to go right here. The moment that we know, hey, we're talking about something that has a formula, immediately you want to spit the formula out. The crazy thing about the circumference formula for a circle is that there are two formulas, but they're essentially the same thing. I'm going to give you the first one, and I would like for you guys to give me the second one. Formula 1, not racing, is circumference equals pi times diameter. Can you give me the other formula, everybody? For circumference, pi r squared, that is going to be area. Because you have 2 dimensions there. Radius times radius, that's 2 dimensions. That's right, 2 pi r, Kai. Kai and Kaya. I love having both of y'all in here. So yeah, that'll be circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. That is the other formula that we can absolutely use here. And I want to be very straightforward with y'all. These are the same formula because everybody, remember this. The diameter is the same thing as 2 times the radius. The diameter is the same thing as 2 times the radius. Therefore, these 2 formulas are the exact same thing. If I took out that diameter and just put double the radius, that's this right here. Are we good with that before I move on? Let me know if you're good with that because we're going to start doing some math. Because here's the last part of the problem. The first step was, hey, do we know what we're looking for? Did you get those keywords? Distance around a circular pond, boom, circumference. I know my formulas. Step 2, what's the information that I have? Because here, in this case, I would need diameter or radius, whichever one I have, plug it into the right formula, and we're done. Easy peasy. Let's check it out here. A circular swimming pool has a radius of 11 meters. Wow, they really kind of made this one easy for us, right? They didn't say the distance from the middle to the end. They just said, hey, the radius, I'm going to give it to you. It makes our lives a little easier because, boom, right there, everybody. Which formula are we going to use? Number 1 or number 2? Number 2. They gave you the radius. They tell you the radius is 11. Take advantage of the blessing they gave you right away. Circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. I'm going to plug in my 11 for that radius, and now I'm done. Bam, right here. That radius is 11. And everybody, in this problem, are we keeping pi as pi, or are we using something else for pi? 3.14. How do I know? The problem tells you. Remember, everybody, it's not about what your gut says. It's about what the problem tells you to do. Sometimes they'll say leave it as pi. Sometimes they'll say use the replacement 3.14 for pi. They're at liberty to tell you either one. So it tells you 3.14, so that's what I'll do. And I'll go ahead and say we have 2 times 3.14. Let me go ahead and use a green highlight there. Times 11. And that's it. Now it's time to get to work. We'll go ahead and start off with doing 2 times 3.14. 2 times 3.14. It's pretty simple because we don't have to borrow, or excuse me, we don't have to carry anything over here. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. So we have 6.28. That's how we got that right there. And now we just have to do 6.28 times 11. And all's gold. So here, I know it seems like a lot, but I'm telling you, guys, once you get done with the math basics, going over pure calculation with decimals ain't gonna scare you one bit, I promise. And here is your regularly scheduled announcement, my party people. Remember, guys, I host a free class every single week and more classes beyond that. So make sure to check the group tutoring schedule so you know when the classes are, when you can expect to see me live so you can raise your score and get that job you want. So click there to see the schedule, and let's keep getting back to the YouTube video right over here. Here we go. 6.28 times 11, 8 times 1, 2 times 1, 6 times 1. Next line. 8 times 1, 2 times 1, 6 times 1. I'm going to add this all back together now. That was so hard. Wow. Here we go. Lastly here, we got ourselves, I'll go ahead and use red here. We got 8, 10, carry the 2, 9, and 6. A total of how many decimal places? 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's going to be 69.08 as the circumference. And we are done. We said meters, so it's meters. And there we have it. Booyah. And that's A. And before you go, if you like what you saw and you want to raise your score with thousands of practice problems just like that, so you can lower that test anxiety, raise that confidence, go to this link right here to check out the full program. There's a video that shows you exactly how it works, but you're going to get lessons, guided practice, worksheets, speed drills, and everything that you need to feel supported from day one all the way until you pass. Again, I'm Coach Anderson, and I'll see you soon.